What's up, human and family? We're back at it again in the kitchen, and today we're gonna make some absolutely delicious coconut curry lentil soup. I'm here for it. Let's get right into it. I'm gonna be using the Caribbean Fusion gourmet curry paste, and this curry paste has absolutely everything in this jar. All you need to do is to add your meat or add your vegetables. It's loaded with fresh herbs and spices and just perfect for this dish. It's so quick, it's so simple, and it's so easy. I'm going to be using some red lentils. I got my red lentils from Whole Food, and I'm going to be using some organic coconut milk. And use a coconut milk of choice or your favorite coconut milk. It's so nice, quick, and simple, and so tasty. This dish is all in the family, so let's get right to it. I'm going to be adding some olive oil to the pot, and the purpose of adding the olive oil to the pot is so that we can burn that curry paste in the oil for about 3 to 4 minutes. And we want to basically burn it into the oil before adding our washed lentils. Quick and easy in just a few steps. I'm going to open this can of coconut milk. Before you open the coconut milk, give it a nice little shake so we can have all that good cream blended in really well. We want to make sure that we add the full fat from the coconut milk to this soup. And I'm using the equivalent of about 8 ounces of coconut milk. Now for this soup, I'm going to be using about 10 ounces of our red lentils. So we're going to get that washed and strained, and we're going to add it to the curry that's being burnt in the oil, and we're going to give that a nice stir, and we're going to get so that the flavors of the curry can really fuse into these red lentils. So we're going to keep stirring it in the pot. Add a little bit more extra oil if you need to add a little bit more oil. We don't want it to stick. And we're going to keep stirring this for about 4 minutes before adding our coconut milk. So I'm adding my coconut milk, and I'm adding organic coconut milk from the can. Use your favorite If you have fresh coconut that you can grate or blend and get that fresh milk, all the better. Power to you. If you're going to use the one in the can, try to use something that's organic and really close to the original. I'm using full fat coconut milk. It adds such a great flavor to this dish, and I'm just gonna keep stirring this to get all the flavors really fused in. If you notice for this dish so far, I'm not really using a lot of, say, like onions and thyme, because a lot of this ingredients is in the curry paste, and the curry paste is just brilliant with flavor, and it's more of a Caribbean style curry, and it has all the flavors you need for this soup. I'm gonna go ahead and add the equivalent of about 2 quarts of water, 2 to 3 quarts of water, depending on how much soup that you're making. Some of the water will evaporate out, so I think at the end I ended up using at least 3 quarts of water for this soup. But you can adjust the amount of water depending on how much soup that you're making. We're gonna give it a nice stir and just get that boiling for about 15 minutes. Now I'm adding some chopped carrots and some chopped celery. You can choose to add some chopped sweet peppers. There's no need to add additional onions because that's actually in the curry paste. And I am going to add some additional seasoning to this dish, a little bit of the spice right, and then we're going to season with some salt to taste. I'm also going to add a little bit of black pepper and a tap of our tamarind chutney simmering pepper sauce, and that pepper sauce is so loaded with flavor. It's great for simmering dishes, but it can also be used as a condiment. Feel free to use your favorite pepper sauce. So we're going to add all these ingredients and we're going to allow it to simmer some more. This tamarind chutney pepper simmering pepper sauce is absolutely delicious for when you're using it to cook, to simmer. You can use it as a condiment. It adds such a broad body of flavor. It's a nice addition to this dish. Now I'm gonna add some sweet potatoes and some Irish potatoes to make this soup a little more filling. I use any variety of sweet potatoes that you prefer to use. I'm using some Japanese yam, and that's why they look a little white on the inside, and some Irish potatoes. I'm also gonna add dumplings, and I made the dumplings in the form of what we call a spinner. You can use whatever shaped dumplings you want. The dumplings are simply made from spelt flour. I added a little bit of flaxseed to the dumpling, a little water, and then I created a dough. And I rolled them in these long little strips, and I added them. We call them a spinners. I didn't add any salt to the dough. Feel free to add salt to your dumplings if you want to add it. I'm always looking to cut salt. So again, to make it a little bit heartier and to make it like a complete meal, we're adding the spinners slash dumplings, and we have some sweet potatoes. I'm using Japanese yam and some Irish potatoes, and I'm gonna let this cook for another 15 minutes. It is looking so good and it's smelling so good. You guys will absolutely fall in love with this soup. It has no meat in it, but it is absolutely so delicious. It's one of our vegan edition, but you know what? I don't want to say vegan. It's all in the family. It's healthy, it's delicious, it's gourmet, it's really well layered. The curry paste and the coconut milk does so much for it. It's a great combination. And again, the curry paste, it's created so the only thing you had to do is to add your meat, add your vegetables, add it to whatever you're cooking. It has all the flavors and well layered, and it comes through so well in the soup. You guys gotta try this soup. It is so delicious and so delicious. So let's spoon some of this out and head to the table. I'm pairing this with a slice of ciabatta bread as an extra side to eat with this soup. It's so delicious, guys. It's so delicious, it's so simple, and I'm gonna garnish it with a little bit of scallions. And there you have it. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, it's a pleasure having you here. Bye.